Hello my friends, this is Sylvie Curry, Lady of Q. And today I'm getting very adventurous. No cooking today. I decided that I need to clean my oven. I've had this oven for going on now 3 years, almost 4 years, and I have never had to run the self-cleaning function, primarily because usually when I'm cooking in my oven, I try to do things to keep things from splattering all over and making a mess. But after this long period of time, I had to give in and do it. So I want you to take a venture with me and we'll go through self-cleaning this oven. My oven is a Thermador master-built pro oven. It's a wall mount electric. And it's got quite a bit of gunk in it. And I'm going to show you what we need to clean today. I'm going to start with, this is my glass door, and it's pretty gnarly. And this is the inside of my oven, and I don't know if the lights are good enough where you can see all the gunk, but this is before cleaning, and this is what it looks like. And all over. Now, one of the things with cleaning this oven is that you have to remove all the racks. I was sure hoping I could leave those racks in there, but supposedly there's some coating that's on the racks, and if you leave it in the self-cleaning mode where the temperatures get up to like over 800 degrees, it will get rid of that coating that's on the racks, and they won't be as shiny and they won't be as easy to move in and out of the oven. I'll show you the racks. There are 3 of them. It's all 3. And I'm going to be cleaning these also, but I'm going to use a different technique for them. And I'll show you that technique a little bit later on. Okay, I've got my oven door closed. I'm going to come over here to my settings. It is now 10:49 in the morning, February 9th, 2020. I'm going to turn the oven on. Self-clean. It's on lock. And you hear that humming? That means it's in self-clean mode. We'll come back and we'll see what we got. I've got my racks in the bathtub, and I've distributed some of those fabric softener pads that go in the dryer with clothes, and that has a substance in it which helps to break down a lot of the grease and the grit that's going to be on these racks. I'm also going to put in here, I've got some Dawn dishwashing liquid I'm going to put in there, and then I'm going to fill the bathtub up so that it covers the racks, and I'll let them soak for however long it takes to get a lot of that gunk loose. I poured the Dawn in there, and that was about 1/4 to 1/2 cup. And I've got the water on hot, so that I can get all that grit and grime nice and soft, and I'll leave it on there for a while. And in case you're wondering, why is that brick in there? That brick's in there because it's very hard in my bathtub to get that plunger thing in there to stay down. So I'm just putting weight on it so that it will work. We rarely ever use the bathtub to take baths. We mainly use the shower. So that plunger thing is out of order. So I've got all these racks in on top of my protective old towel. And I've got the water running. It's very, very hot. You see the steam coming off of it, and I'll continue to run that until I get these racks covered. I've got all the rack components covered with hot water. I'm going to turn the water off now and let it do its soaking thing. Okay. Self-cleaning is complete. There's a lot of ash in here, which the next job is to scrub that ash off. I did put 2 cast iron skillets in here to be cleaned, and there's a lot of ash in them, so I'm gonna have to refurbish them. This is my glass screen. I'll have to see how easy that comes off, and we'll get to work on it. And we'll see how clean actually it got. I see some areas that are still going to require a little bit of scrubbing. Now the time for self-clean complete is 1:22. So remember, I put the start button on self-cleaning at 10:50, so that's 11, 12, 1, 2. So that was 3 hours and 23 minutes. So it is a 3 to 4 hour process. Still kind of warm in there, but it's okay. I can actually stick my hand in and I'm good. My glass panel didn't get as clean as I thought it would through the self-cleaning cycle. So now I've got some baking soda mixed with water on there, and then I'm going to put some vinegar on. I'll let that soak a little bit. Then I'll put some vinegar on there and see if it'll get those little black specks to come off. Now, it did clean it a lot, but not up to where I thought it would be just squeaky clean. Okay, I've cleaned the inside of the ash, and it's looking pretty good, except for around my edges here. You can see here, it didn't quite get that done, but it's still presentable until the next time that I have to clean. And hopefully that won't be for another year or so, if I keep up with my current history. The racks are still in the bathtub soaking, so I'm not gonna let them soak a lot longer because they were pretty dirty, and it's gonna be a big scrub to get that off. So I think this is about the cleanest I'm gonna get this glass without scratching it up. And we'll do a once over again of the inside. And like I said, I was happy with everything except for like down in there. That didn't get attacked by the heat of the self-clean. But everything else looks good, so we're good to go. Moving on. The oven racks have been soaking for about 4.5 hours now. And I did a test section, and I think it's ready to just wipe right off. I don't know if you can see that. See? I'll get a section there then. So I've just got a little sponge that I'm going to take and finish cleaning these, and I'll show you what I got. My oven cleaning project is complete. Whoa, there was a lot of elbow grease involved in getting those racks clean. I soaked them for over 5-6 hours, and then I took a sponge with a rough side and sort of tried to get all that other crap that didn't soak off of the racks. But I'm pretty pleased. It's not brand new looking, but it's nearly new looking. And while I was cleaning these racks, I had to say to myself, you know, you're putting all this energy into getting every fleck off of here. As soon as you do your first cook, it's all going to reappear, and you'll repeat the cycle and the process again. Lessons learned from cleaning this oven. Number 1 is that you make sure that you have adequate ventilation. And I had to run my fan nearly the whole time I was cleaning, just because of that odor that was coming off of the high temperatures burning off the dirt and grime and stuff that was in the oven. Number 2, even though the Thermador does the self-cleaning cycle with high heat for about 1.5 hours, It actually is about a 3 to 3.5 hour process because you can't unlock the oven because it's still quite hot in there. Number 4 is that not everything is going to come off, so don't be disappointed if little areas and specks still remain. Number 5, and this is something that I didn't think of until I started cleaning it at first. If you ever want to re-season any of your cast iron, and I mean re-season from scratch, you can put it in on the self-cleaning cycle, and that will burn off anything, and you just have to go through the re-seasoning process again of that cast iron. It actually works quite well. I have another video which is going to address that. All in all, it's done, and I won't have to do it again, hopefully, for a long time.